Today, I'm going to share with you 5 great ways to play the major scale. And we'll be playing these major scale patterns in each position on our fretboard. Stick around to the end of this video and I'm going to show you the best, easiest way to learn to read real music. This video is not an explanation of the major scale. It doesn't get into the construction or the formula or anything like that. So if you need a general explanation of the major scale, please click the link in the description and you'll find a great video that explains it from beginning to end. Our goal at Stokes Music Studios is to help you play great music. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell unless you just hate music and hate learning about music. If you've never done a scale routine like this before, then you could work towards being able to do this and then do it every day with your metronome. You could think of this as a warm-up. If you're just starting, remember, slow this video down using the YouTube playback speed. You can play along with me, but you don't have to play along. You can mute me while you practice each pattern. This is not the only way to practice scales. This is just one way. There are many. You will run across people that say, you don't need scales. Ascending and descending scales is too boring. Oh, you'll never play that in a song. You'll hear all these kind of things. Be careful who you listen to. You don't need that nonsense in your life. That's a complete bunch of phooey. Yes, you should also play other things, songs and melodies, but scales are a great way to help you understand music theory and develop your listening ear and give you the finger mobility that you need to play all these other things on guitar. This metronome is set to 80 beats per minute and I'll be playing 16th notes. The pattern begins with your second finger on the 2nd fret. Just mute me right now and play the pattern in each position on your fretboard. Then unmute your speakers and resume on chapter 2 of this video. 2, 3, 4. Great job, everybody. We're practicing together. Make sure you're working towards alternate picking. At first, you may really need to slow things down and actually say the words down, up, down, up, down, up. And then make sure that your pick is actually doing what your mouth is saying. Pattern 2 starts on your low E string on the 5th fret using your pinky. You can mute me now and play this pattern with your metronome in each position. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, way to go for hanging in there with me. Pattern 3 begins with your second finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret. The root note is B. Please, everybody, learn the notes on your fretboard. If you're serious about playing, that's something you need to know. The position of that root note always determines the name of the scale. So if you know the name of the note and you know where the root note is in the pattern, then this practice program will constantly reinforce your fretboard knowledge. So you can mute me now and return to the next chapter in this video after you've played this pattern in each position on your fretboard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Way to go, everybody. I hope these patterns on the screen are helping you. If you haven't seen a lot of pictures of scales and they aren't easy to read yet, just keep it up, and I encourage you to keep looking at them and placing the correct fingertip where it belongs, and one day soon it will be effortless to look at a scale chart and play it. It's always a good idea to isolate any difficult sections of the scale and focus on them until they become effortless. Pattern 4 begins with our pinky on the 4th fret of the 5th string, or A string. Make sure you use the same fingering, ascending and descending. And all these charts have a recommended fingering. Just mute this video now and play your pattern in each position. Then return to the next chapter. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're a real trooper if you're learning all these patterns. You're going to be a much better player once you commit these to memory and begin playing them every day for a while. Pattern 5 begins on fret 1 with your first finger on the big string, on the E string. You're going to want to make sure to use the recommended fingers and to have good form. That means wrist down so that you can do some of these stretches from the first finger to the second finger. I have seen this pattern referred to as pattern 1 in other books many times, and other numbers associated with these patterns. The main thing is that you learn where the root note is and what fingers to use, what finger to start with and the other fingers to use, and that you commit these patterns to memory. So here we go with pattern 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Congratulations, if you made it this far, you deserve a pat on the back. But since I can't do that, I'm going to give you today's major scale charts for free. Just go to the link in the description to find the free PDF download link. Print them, keep them in your practice room, and you'll always be ready to improve your major scale playing. Practice them slowly at first, then try alternate ways of picking the scale. For example, you could pick each note twice, or 3, or 4, or even more times. Ascending and descending these scales will prepare you for other exercises like sequencing, string skipping, and so much more. Study the scales and their formula for construction. For example, this scale is constructed using whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. At Stokes Music Studios, we teach so much more than guitar. We teach piano, drums, voice, bass guitar, ukulele, harmonica, and what we really want to do is help you improve your skills, and we can do that with a one-on-one lesson. In a one-on-one lesson, we get to see exactly where you are on your journey and give you some practical steps for moving forward so that you can see remarkable improvement in your skill level right away. So schedule a lesson today, and if you're not able to do that today, then subscribe to this channel so you don't miss upcoming videos and even giveaways that we have on this channel. Thanks for watching. I love you. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to cover minor scales.
We're teaching you how to read music through drills like these and regular progress checks. Take a look at this sample.